Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. You should check out my website, welshaudio.com. Everything ships for free. The prices that you see is the prices that you'll pay at checkout. Enjoy the video. All right guys, we're not ready to start gluing just yet, but we wanted to get prepared for when we get to that step. We'll be there soon. We knew we wanted to go with either Titebond 2, Titebond 3, or Gorilla Glue. So we stopped in our local Marvin's here. Y'all let me know if y'all have a Marvin's in y'all's area. I'll be honest, we prefer going to Home Depot #1, probably Lowe's. Lowe's and Marvin's are kind of tied for us, but Marvin's is what's closest to us right here today. Skylar, did we decide to go ahead and get a gallon of Titebond 2? Yeah, that's what we've always used. We've used a Gorilla as well, but I think we're gonna stick with the trusty old Titebond 2 at $29.99 a gallon. Skylar, go ahead and grab that. I know that if we went to Home Depot, it'd probably be a little cheaper than that, but we're here today. It's here. We're gonna grab it. All right. All right, guys, we're headed back to the storage unit to get them other 3 sheets of plywood. We want to work on the side pieces and the baffle pieces. We got our glue a while ago at Marvin's. I don't know if we'll get to do any of that today, but we do want to cut out some of these other pieces. All right, here we are again. We're gonna grab these last 3 pieces and take them back to the house. All right, guys, I said we were gonna cut out the, the sides and the baffle. Not the baffle, the port. Sides and port is what we're looking to cut out today. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you guys about my guide here, because a few of y'all commented on that in the last video and really liked it. So I thought I might show it just a little bit more. Skylar, show this. This is flooring. It works out perfect because it's the right thickness. You need something thin, but yet dense, and the way that flooring is made out of MDF or whatever that is, and then yet it's very durable and it's very flat, so it's not real susceptible to warping, so it's kind of perfect. And because you can piece it together, you can make it as long or as wide as you want because of the way the pieces snap together. So these are snapped together but also glued with wood glue. So when you put your pieces together, make sure you overlap. Like, see, this piece and this piece come together right here, and then below it, it comes together here. You don't want to have all the pieces where they connect at the same spot. And then even back here, these two come together at a different spot. But the idea is that this part of your saw rides against here. And this part at first is made a little long. So your very first cut that you ever make with this thing will come right down through here and cut off this right here. And from then on, it will run just straight as an arrow, and that will always be exactly where your cut is. So if you put a line, if you need to make this, 36 inches, you come up here, you put a 36, and you can put your guide right on the line. So you can just put a line over here and a line all the way on the other side. You don't even need to draw it all the way across or try to follow it, because you just match it up on each side, and this thing is gonna cut straight as an arrow all the way down. And so a couple of other things. You need to make sure that you have enough clearance for your motor. And for this saw, just the thickness of one piece of wood allowed the motor to clear. And you also need to save yourself enough room behind the motor to be able to clamp, so that when you come past here, well, the blade's in the way right now, but that you will miss your clamp. So there is some little bit of figuring and calculations that need to go into this to make one, but you get all that right, and man, you'll just love your cuts. Also, you want to make it longer than whatever you're typically going to cut on purpose, because the idea is, if you start cutting right here, your saw can be a little wonky, and your blade might hit that wood at a different angle or a different spot, because if you're looking here and it's a little bit crooked. Anyhow, the idea is to start before you ever touch the wood, meaning your saw is already straight. It's already following right here before you ever hit the wood. And then the same thing with the exit. You want to have overhang over there so that your saw can continue going straight after you finish cutting. So make it long on purpose. I know a lot of people would think, well, I'll just make one 48 inches, but then you'll have those issues about getting started. Skylar, what else am I missing? Also, make it as flat as possible on the bottom. Let that bottom just be as flat as can be. When you can see the glue in here. It's got a lot of glue on it, but let that be as flat as possible so that it'll lay on your workpiece flat. I guess that's really it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be glad to help you out, because I know this thing was a game changer for me. Been just cutting like this all my life, right? Following a line. But once we made this thing, the quality of our projects increased greatly just from being able to make straight cuts. It makes a big difference. All right, that's it. But we are going to cut, Skylar, the first pieces we're going to cut are the baffle, because those couple of pieces are the biggest that's left, which is 45 by 27.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come down through here. This is 48 still. We're going to cut a couple of 27s, and then we'll whiz off that 3 inches off of each end, and then we'll get to some of those smaller pieces that maybe we'll have left after we cut the those couple of bigger ones. All right, man, let's get to it. All right, guys, we got them all cut out. This is our waist this time. We definitely had more waist. These pieces were more, they weren't the full 48 inches wide and all of that. But we have this left over and a whole sheet of plywood. So we bought one too many sheets of plywood, which is actually the way it came out. We figured we needed 5 sheets, and we bought 6 just for the heck of it. So we're pretty pumped about what we got today, because we went ahead and got all 4 of the side pieces. Remember, everything's going to be doubled up, and the 2 port pieces. I don't know how many times today I'm going to call the port the baffle, but it's all cut out now. So we're not going to get to doing any gluing or nailing today. That'll probably be the next video. The next video will either be that, or it'll be cutting out all them subwoofer holes. You think about 4 15s with 3 layers of baffle. Ooh, 12 subwoofer holes. We'll do all that, not on this wood, but we'll do all that with the router and the circle jig, which is always kind of fun to do, but making sure that all of those line up perfectly. The next video will either be doing that or doing the gluing and brad nailing. So the box is going to be put together with some nice big screws, but the panels will be put together with glue and brad nails. All right, guys, thanks for all the support. You guys are amazing. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.